I think all our workshops should be at least virtual, then our voting session should be in person.
I might
The way of the future. The way of the future.
We're live.
Oh, I'll say it live, Madam Clerk, also. I'll be on the record with that one.
Okay, we're live.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Paterson Municipal Council, I welcome you to the special meeting of the Municipal Council. The meeting is now called to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes, Madam President. Roll call for Municipal Council Special Emergency Meeting, March 10, 2021 at 5:30 p.m. Councilman Abdul, please.
Present.
Thank you. Councilwoman Khan?
Here.
Councilman Dabulu? Councilman Jackson? Councilman Talik? Councilman Mendez?
Present, Madam Clerk. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening. Councilman Rivera? Councilman Velez?
I'm present, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Madam President?
I am here.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, can you please read the special meeting notice?
Yes, Madam President. Notice of meeting without 48-hour advance published notice as an exemption to the ordinary advance notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Please be advised that the Municipal Council of the City of Paterson has scheduled a special meeting for Wednesday, March 10, 2021 at 5:30 p.m. held via Zoom due to the current pandemic. As is a practice for City of Paterson public meetings over the course of the current pandemic, the meeting was broadcast on the City of Paterson YouTube channel and or Channel 77 Cablevision and or Channel 32 Verizon with remote participation in the public portion via dial into 973-321-1579 and enter ID code 8326. Press star 1 to listen to the meeting. Press star 2 to leave a recorded comment. And star 3 to be added to the speaker list. The ordinary notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act codified in pertinent part at NJSA 10:4-8D and NJSA 10:4-9A would require this notice to be published no later than 5:30 p.m. on Monday, March 8, 2021. However, it was necessary to call this meeting pursuant to NJSA 10:4-9B because of a matter of such urgency and importance that a delay for the purpose of providing adequate notice would be likely to result in substantial harm to the public interest. NJSA 10:4-9B1 to be addressed by the following. Item number 1. Resolution ratifying a memorandum of understanding between the City of Paterson and Paterson Public Schools. Formal action to be taken. The said matter of such urgency and importance that if delayed would be likely to result in substantial harm to the public interest. NJSA 10:4-9B1 is that the effectiveness of local response to the COVID-19 pandemic can materially affect the health of Paterson residents, thus providing reason for the Municipal Council as a successor to the City of Paterson Board of Health to evaluate local pandemic response. On Wednesday, March 10, 2021, the meeting was called and notice was given by posting at City Hall, 155 Market Street, by filing it with the City Clerk, and by sending the notice by fax or email to the Herald News, the Record, and other newspapers used for public notices as required by NJSA 10:4-9B3. Other than a short public portion required by NJSA 10:4-12A, this meeting without 48-hour advance published notice was limited to discussion of and or action on the above described matter. Madam President?
Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers for the public portion? I'd like to open public portion.
Okay, let me just check with IT, and at this time, the public portion is now open, and Anyone who wishes to participate may dial 973-321-1579. Enter code 8326. Press star 1 to listen to the meeting. Press star 2 to leave a recorded comment. And anyone who wishes to be added to the public portion list, press star 3 to be added to that list. Madam President, at this time there's no one. Would you like us to just give them a minute?
Yes, can we give them a minute, Madam Clerk?
Okay, sure. One second, Madam President. I'll just repeat the number again. Dial 973 for the public portion, 321-1579. Enter code 8326 and press star 3 to be added to the public portion list. 973-321-1579. Enter code 8326 and star 3 to be added to the list, or if you wish to speak. Okay. Oh, so let me split up. Is there someone on, Ryan? I feel like someone is there. Someone is on? Oh, that's your line. Look. That's from your end? There was a number here.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're giving them, just giving them like a minute.
Yeah.
Sorry, Madam President, I didn't have my timer, so I'm gonna set my timer now and start, and then in 1 minute, I'll see what happens. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And then we maybe can just move on.
Do we have any speakers, Madam Clerk?
No, Madam President, no. There's no speaker, my 1 minute is up. Did you want to entertain a motion to close?
I have a move to close by Councilman Abdelaziz. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Mendez. Roll call, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Madam President. Roll call to close the public portion of the special emergency meeting of March 10th, 2021. Councilman Abdelaziz?
Yes.
Councilwoman Khan?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam President?
Yes, Madam Clerk.
The vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. The public portion is now closed for the special emergency meeting.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Can we now proceed with item number 1?
Yes. Next item on our special meeting agenda is item number 1, and it reads resolution ratifying a memorandum of understanding between the City of Paterson and Paterson Public Schools, Law Resolution 21-116.
So move.
Motion?
Moved by Councilwoman Mims. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Cotton. Any discussion? Roll call, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Madam President. Roll call on item number 1 for approval. Councilman Abdelaziz?
Yes.
Councilwoman Khan?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Okay. Councilman Velez?
What is this for?
Okay, resolution ratifying a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, between the City of Paterson and Paterson Public Schools.
Okay, this is voted for discussion?
Roll call. Roll call.
Roll call of what? To approve it?
Yes.
Order, Council President, we're on roll call, so either he votes nay, yea, or abstain.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, sir.
okay, I missed the part of what we doing now. I heard that you read it. What we doing, to approve it or not?
Yes, sir. Roll call to approve the resolution.
Without a discussion?
Councilman, I asked, was there discussion, and no one said anything, and then we moved into roll call.
Well, what happened is, Madam President, that somebody was gonna give a highlight or synopsis of what this MOU was, and what entail. I believe Madam Corporate Counsel was gonna have that discussion or whatever before even going to vote.
That would have been discussion. We're now in roll call at this point. Councilman Velez, we can't allow them to do that. We're, according to Robert Orders of Rules, at this point, it's up to you what you would like to vote, yes, no, or abstention.
Well, based on the needs that we have, so, with the public schools and the pandemic that we're going through and, the meeting that was conducted as an emergency, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Madam President?
I'm really glad to see this happen. I want to thank the Paterson Public Schools, our superintendent, Ms. Schaefer, our school board commissioners, to this council that came on tonight. We are in great partnership because our kids matter, our families matter, our city matter. Thank you, Madam Clerk, for this opportunity on tonight to come together to make sure that our people in the great city of Paterson are vaccinated. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Madam President. The vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. Item number 1 is hereby adopted.
Madam Clerk, I would like to call this meeting to close.
Move to close.
Move to close by Councilman Abdelaziz. Second by Councilwoman Mims. Roll call to move to close. Madam Clerk.
Yes, Madam President. Roll call to close the special emergency meeting of March 10th, 2021. Councilman Abdelaziz?
Council President, this has got to be a record. I am extremely happy that it's virtual and people that did their due diligence, read the item, knows what they're doing and ready to vote. But I do want to put something on the record for the residents. Today we're doing we voted on our agreement with the school district for testing. I've reached out to, I've been working hand in hand with the administration, our county commissioners, and some of my council colleagues. I know I spoke to Council President Mims and Councilman Khan from the Health Committee. We have to look bigger picture. All right, one site is not going to be enough as the vaccines come in. The county is willing to open up a mega site here in the city of Paterson and take it a step further and create a separate link just for Pattersonians for appointments also. So we're looking at the bigger picture. As vaccines become more and more accessible, we need to make sure that we have multiple sites running in the city, and I'm working hand in hand, like I stated, with the administration and the county commissioners and the county administrator to try to get that. Hopefully, this council will be getting something from the county because it's making the service better. They're going to hold the mega site here, and they're going to make a link for appointments just for Pattersonians, a separate link, not through the state website, because we've heard the mix-up. So just like the Pattersonians that went to St. Joe's, in, out, get your stuff done. I'm hoping we can get that with the county. Council President, excellent job. My vote is yes. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Khan?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'm so sorry. I just want to say that, I want to, there's so many things that we need to do and so many things that is so important. We're still going through this pandemic and, we're trying to get as many people vaccinated as we possibly can. And I could just say that it's so disappointing that this item was on last night and it was taken off, knowing that it was so important. I mean, we didn't even have a discussion that this was an important item that we needed to get done. And I can tell you that our Paterson Board of Education truly do their best working with us. We had an excellent program today at Kennedy High School with the Interfaith Performing Arts Center. where we gave out prizes to, arts and essay contest, and I'm gonna post some pictures later, but it was absolutely wonderful. And I gotta say that our superintendent and the staff up at Kennedy High School opened up the building for us to be in there. We couldn't have a lot of people, but for those children that came in first, second, or third place, they were so thrilled to be able to come in. They were actually happy to come inside the school building again. If you could see how they felt of being inside the school again. These kids have not been in school since March of last year. So with that being said, this was an important item. It should never been taken off last night from the agenda. We should have had more of a discussion about it. But we must do our best to work together, work with every aspect of the city, whether it's our school district, whether it's our housing authority, whether it's our parking authority. We as a city and we as elected officials must do our best to work together. With that being said, Madam Clerk, and my vote is yes.
Thank you. Councilman Mendez?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Definitely before my vote, I definitely need to say that we need to continue working on shared services agreement and working in partnership with all the different entities. And Paterson Public School is one of the most important. We need to work, hand in hand with the school district. We know we need those buildings. We know we need the facility. We got to work together, to provide better service for the community. We are in the middle of the pandemic, and we got to do the job. We have to stay together. But something that I'm looking forward for the administration to do, Madam BA, is to, the shared services agreement is something that, it has to be in place with not only with the school district, but with the housing authority, with the parking authority. But something that I see that we're not doing is going back and review the term and condition of the shared services agreement. And this is something normal. Every year, different municipalities, they go back and they review it because there's always room for change and improvement. So I think that that's something that we should start implementing. Looking at, what are we doing with the housing authority? What are we doing with the parking authority? And what are the terms? So I think that's going to help us to improve it. And at the same time, to provide better service and more opportunity for our community. I just want to mention before my vote that I was at International High School at the vaccination center, and I gotta say this because there was 300 vaccines that were provided for Paterson residents, and something that I liked it was the way that the health department conducted the operation after 300. They closed the line. There were no people waiting outside. All the seniors went in first. So I definitely gonna insist that any vaccination operation. We got to keep in mind that Dr. Paterson have to be overseeing those operations because I see that he's doing a good job at International High School, and I hope that we can continue doing that throughout the city. So with that being said, my vote is yes. Good night, Paterson and Council Cali.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Velez?
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the number one partner of the city of Paterson, the Paterson School District, Paterson Board of Education. Their commissioners put in this hard work to put an MOU together with the administration and making sure that the people that are going to get the service are the people of Paterson and making sure that they are number one in our agenda. I encourage the residents of Paterson, please get vaccinated. Go out there and get vaccinated. Go to the different site that they're vaccinating people with the COVID-19 vaccine, Moderna, Pfizer, or Johnson & Johnson. Well, you will save your life and you will save the life of others. So thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Madam President. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Madam President?
And so I have to agree with all of what was said by all of our the council colleagues. As a former school board member and a parent and a grandmother, it's very important that we ensure that our children, our educators, our community is safe. We've been having, and I know I heard Councilman Mendez talk about it, we've been having meetings, and we are definitely working on those shared service agreements. What we've been doing is outlining who needs to be at the table pertaining to which agreement. So Councilman Mendez, it's been about 5 years strong that there's been talks, but now we're actually putting our foot to the gas pedal and moving forward. And this is one of the tasks of doing that. And I'm really grateful because we've been meeting with the school district. And in our meetings, this was one of the things we talked about. And I'm really grateful to this administration for working with us and the finance team, working as we did a joint collaborative meeting with the school district and bringing it to a place where we can show that we are good neighbors and good partners. We're in this together. It's not just one. I love how Councilwoman Cotton says it's not an I, it's a we. And this is a great initiative on tonight that we came together as a unanimous team of 5, that we came together to make sure that we did this not for us, but for our children and for the future of the city of Paterson. So, Madam Clerk, with that stated, my vote is yes. And right after you call the vote, Madam BA, she wants to say a few words. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Okay, thank you so much. The vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. The special emergency meeting is hereby closed.
Madam
Thank you.
BA.
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to address the one thing about shared services. Yes, this is something, as the Councilwoman has had the conversation about shared services with the district, and we had originally started some conversations with the district, and we'd like to also make sure that the administration is included in those as we go forward, so that there's not any disconnect. But with the Housing Authority and Parking Authority, those have been underway. They took some hiatus during COVID as the other emergency issues sort of came forward for all parties, but it's something that our Corporation Council has been actively involved. This is a high priority for us under DCA's mandates, so it's something that we have had numerous conversations, and we'll continue with that and keep the council informed on how those are progressing.
Thank you, Madam BA. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you,
Good night, everyone.
to our secretary. God bless the great city of Paterson. Good night, everyone.
Great, good night, thank you.
Thanks again, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, everyone.